And we're going to spend a little time with Nicole, and then I'm going to be back to say a few thanks before we finish for the day. But before that, Nicole, are you using this microphone?
Yes,
Great.
I will.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Per. Okay, welcome back. What a day. I'm quite exhausted. I don't know about you, but it's been a great full day. And I would like to invite you into reflecting a bit and thinking about the treasures that you might take away from this. One story that Izzy just shared with me that was really beautiful was an experience around lunchtime where in former years the conference team had to see to it that the yellow cohort and the green cohort were getting around each other nicely, so the conference team was policing the lunchroom to see to it that the tables were emptied by the yellow bunch so the green bunch could get their lunch. And today it was quite easy, so they found themselves not having to do much because people were very nice with each other and nicely, lovingly and loving kindly moving around each other, so everyone had time to eat and find their seats, and maybe that was because of the theme of the day, so we don't know, but thank you for that. It was really easy for you guys to get us all fed over lunch. So what I would like to invite you into is a bit of a bit of self-reflection for each and everyone for themselves, a bit of guided treasure hunt of the day, and then share in pairs with the one next to you or the one behind you. And then if you want maybe 2 or 3 people here in the room and maybe 2 or 3 colleagues online to share about their treasures, so we know about each other a bit, what you take away from this day. And that's it. And then I will hand over the microphone back to Baron, and we get a glimpse on next year's conference, which will be lovely. Are you up for that? Does that sound like a good plan? Okay. So if you think about this day and this invitation I spoke out in the morning to not be satisfied with being okay, but to seek love, self-love, and also loving kindness by others. Where do you find yourself there today, at this time of the day, 4:45? And what has been most significant for you today? Maybe you find one treasure that you found. It might be something that you learned in a workshop, or it might have been some encounter you had, I don't know, at the sink on the toilet or over lunch or somewhere in between. So you might have had an experience where you say, oh, that was really nice, and I'm taking that away. So think about one treasure it might be anything. Think about one treasure that you want to take away from this day. You got one? There will be more than one probably, but take the most precious one. So what's one treasure that you want to take away? And then if this treasure could have or would have a form, what form would it have? Would it be a box, a treasure box, or maybe a ball of something, or a form like a pillow? What form would it have? And if that form, if you look at the surface of that form, what's the texture of that? and then maybe there's a colour to it. So does this treasure have a form and a colour and a texture? And think about the size of it. Does it fit in your handbag? Or do you need a bus to carry it? What's the size of that treasure that you take away? And does it have a temperature? Is it a warm thing? Or is it cooling? And this treasure might have some aspect of prickliness. So it might not only be wonderful, kind and loving, there might be some aspect of it that is a bit challenging maybe. And what would that look like? Is it like a little claw coming out on one end, or a stain somewhere on the surface? Or a little patch where the velvety surface came off? And what does that represent in your treasure? So I will invite you now to have maybe a bit more than 5 minutes to have an exchange about that. If you want. If you want to sit in silence with your treasure and think more about it, that's okay. But if you want, just take 5 minutes and I'm loud enough to interrupt the conversations then after 5 minutes. And then we will have time for some people to share if they want. Okay? So 5 minutes from now. Okay. So that's how quick 5 minutes go. I know. I know we do have some chats of the people who join us online. Maybe we can do it in a way that we have one comment from the online participants, and then one comment from someone in the room, and then another comment from online, and then another comment from the room, and maybe we do that 3 or 4 times, and then round it up. So PJ, if you want to just share a comment from the people we have online. Hello, there we see you. Wonderful.
First of all, Piotr has his hand up, so I'm going to let him speak. That's okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
I wanted to say thank you. I've got to go soon, so that's why I wanted to speak. You guys are doing such a good job with this conference. I'm so appreciative of that. The picture I had was a big fluffy polar bear, like those big ones that you just embrace like this. And the bear also has claws. So it's inevitable that sometimes we're going to prick each other. But the fluffy stuff is bigger than the claws. Yeah, thank you all.
Thank you, Piotr. Thank you so much. Joining from Guatemala. Okay, is somebody in the room who wants to share about their treasures? We will have microphones. Izzy going around with a microphone. Is there someone here who wants to let us know? Well, don't look at those people. It's always nice to see yourself on camera, and a challenge to self-love. So as there is obviously no one in this room who would like to share, which is perfectly fine, maybe we have someone else online. I saw David raising his hand.
Okay, thank you. I'll be short. I tell my colleagues in Romania that what's happening in Cumbria every year is leading edge TA. I really think it is. I think everybody present embodies the values of TA, which is not what's usually happening in many other places. So thank you for really embodying TA. It's very inspiring and very touching. I I cried a few times today, and it's rich beyond words, and I think you're doing a great job by putting all this on YouTube and making this information free, which I really respect. And I think what's happening here is the beginning of something new, and particularly this conference, I felt it's the beginning of something new. And yeah, thank you very much for that. I can't express how much I appreciate it.
Thank you, David. Thank you so much. Okay. So, anyone? Stop that, PJ. Catherine has her. No, she's clapping. That's good. Anyone else who wants to share? Is there anything in the comments? Oh yeah, John, please.
Yeah, thank you. The only reason I hesitated is because I haven't put it into the form of a blue teddy bear or a green frog or anything like that.
That's
but
okay.
I know what I'm taking away from here, which is a message of hope, which is very dear to me because it's been part of my journey for, I suppose, forever, but explicitly for the last 10 years, is the link between psychological growth and spirituality, the belief in a bigger reality, however you want to language that. The problem is as soon as you language it anyhow, you might put someone off. But spirituality is a good enough word for me. And I believe that spirituality is a natural part of human development. You don't have to teach it, you don't have to impose it, it will develop, given the right climate for growth, to quote Carl Rogers. And I've seen that demonstrated beautifully in your keynote, and I've breathed it in all day, including the workshop I've just done. So that's my treasure. Thank you.
That's beautiful, John. Thank you. Okay, there's hearts.
We do have
Any
some comments
hearts?
in the chat.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Mihaela shares a quote from Joe in Toronto on care. It's a species activity that includes everything that we do to maintain, continue and repair our world so that we can live in it as well as possible. That world includes our bodies, ourselves and our environment, all of which we seek to interweave in a complex, life-sustaining web.
Wow, thank you, Michaela, for sharing that. Beautiful. Ronan. Izzy, where are you? There, Ronan.
I suppose I was thinking about the workshops that I participated in today, which were wonderful. And I think what I'm taking from that is a reminder of one of the key principles in our ethical frame of commitment in relationship, which I think perhaps is one way of thinking about or practicing love. And a lot of what I've been exploring today with other people is the ability, not the ability, it's the practice of overcoming the fear of either getting it wrong or offending and taking offense. In a political context at the moment where everything seems to be so offensive, then I think we can easily offend and can be easily offended. But if we are committed in relationship, there is another step, which is, right, so what are either the assumptions, the biases, the reasons, the experiences, life experiences that may have evoked that sort of difference, offense, hurt. And I think I feel it's so much needed at the moment, in not just here, but as it's almost like a political stance to take. So, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Ronan. Really important. Okay, is there one more question or comment from the online colleagues?
Sally has shared her image. It was of a huge pink all-over puffer jacket that can envelop me and also can expand to envelop others. Then we go rolling and travelling over terrain together. It is reversible, so we can be on the outside and look at the scenery, or be on the inside so we can be more in contact with each other. The prickly bit wasn't prickly, but was about the height of this invisibility, definitely visible, seeing and being seen.
Beautiful, thank you. So we have one more sharing in this room, and then we'll round it up.
This morning, when you were talking about Eric Byrne, I realized his journey was very similar to my journey, because he and how he went into the through the war and through the difficulties and not being understood and being misunderstood and all of that, and. So all day I've been writing about his journey and looking at his journey and helping my journey in recognizing that we can overcome pain by being honest and truthful with it, even though it's painful, allowing that pain to be felt and not be scared of it. Because once you allow it, it will pass.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's the maybe grief and love are siblings. And I want to also share that we learned during the day that while we are here speaking about love, connecting in kindness with one another, making these connections, having these experiences. Iran was firing missiles to Israel with the response of Israel together with the US attacking Iran. So this is happening while we are here. And so this notion, Ronan, that you gave, that it's much more than us. And it's not only about human-to-human connection, but it's really, I think, about bringing some energy into the energy field of the world. And that's the hope, John, that you were talking about. If we connect with that true self or spiritual self or whatever you might call it, or with your polar bear or the things that you created, I just wish for all of us that we can stay connected with that or reconnect with it from time to time. Take our time to make space and take time in our busy lives to reconnect with that source. And that will, is my hope, make a change to the violence that we're observing in the world. And yeah, in order to be loved, you need to endeavour in the ordeal, or take the ordeal to make yourself known, and to yourself first. That's a quote. I don't really know the quote by heart, and I don't know the author. That's a bit embarrassing, but it's still a nice thought. So you have to, it's an ordeal to be known to yourself, and then let others know who you are, and that's where love comes from. With that, be blessed, dear people, be loved, and I'm closing the official love part of this day now, and hand over to you, my love, Baron.
Well done. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. We're not quite done with love, because we really appreciate everything you've given us today and all the food for thought that you've given us and the complexity of what you've given us. I think I'm going away from today aware that you're saying that love is work and it's complicated. It's not fluffy. It's got a lot of prickles around it too. Thank you. Before we go, I have a lovely job of spreading a bit more love, which is which is to thank our workshop presenters. So if you have been a workshop presenter today, I'd be really grateful if you can stand or raise your hand, because we would like to acknowledge you and give you a small gift. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we would also like to thank our workshop presenters online, some of whom are still in the room. So if you presented a workshop today, please just give us a wave so we can thank you and give you a round of applause as well. Thank you very much. I think we have a couple of presenters who've already left. I'd also like to thank Jazz, who would have been presenting today and has come anyway because her partner couldn't present. So, Jazz, thank you for your commitment today as well. And today's conference wouldn't happen if the conference committee didn't make it happen. So a round of applause for my colleagues and friends. And you wouldn't be able to see us or hear us without PJ. So PJ, again, thank you very much. A couple of brief announcements before we talk about next year's conference. If you lost a ring today, I have it on my pinky finger. So come and find me. Also, our friends and colleagues in the Scottish TA Association have their spring event on the 22nd of March. We encourage you to look it up and go along. And Sari Van Poli, who is here today, is going to be speaking at that conference. Yeah. And I'm sure you'll all want to be here on February 27th in 2027. And hopefully, we're about to meet Anisha Pandya, who currently is in Mumbai and is going to be coming from Mumbai to Cumbria next year to speak to us. So Anisha, we just want to say hello and welcome and how much we're looking forward to having you with us next year. Would you like to say
everybody.
A word?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everybody, and namaste from Mumbai, India. I am super duper delighted about having this opportunity to come and meet you all. I'm really looking forward to seeing you all next year.
Forward to having you, Anisha. Really looking forward to having you and really grateful you're going to come all this way to talk to us. So you all make sure you come next year so you can give Anisha a welcome. Thank you, Anisha.
Thank you.
So there's nothing more to say but to travel safely. Thank you again for making the effort to come and make the conference what it is. And yeah, really wish you well. Thanks for a great day.